Hi there. In a previous video, I talked to you about the benefit of spending more time in the present, in the here and the now. So today I'm going to share with you another simple technique that you can do anywhere, anytime, that really does help you to kind of change your focus and bring yourself in to the present moment. And it's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's slightly different versions and variations out there. I'm just going to share with you today my version of that technique. So remember, the idea of all of these techniques, all of these strategies are to help you to calm your mind, to reduce stress, anxiety and worry. And what these techniques allow you to do is to simply get out of your own head and be in the moment, which is stopping you from thinking and worrying about the past and the future, and just be in the moment, the power of now, which is where life actually exists. You can't change the past. You can't even change the future. You can change the way you allow yourself to react, to respond to what's happened, and you can help prepare yourself for the future. But you have to do all that in the here and the now. So sometimes people talk about, when they're in an anxious state, often their mind is overthinking. They're catastrophizing and worrying about things that may not even ever happen. So the obvious response is people say, well, be more positive. Well, that's great sound advice, but it's not always that easy to do. But what these techniques that help you to get in the more present do is to find that middle ground, which is not to fight the negative and not to try to be positive. It's just to be in a neutral state, which is the here and the now. And the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is excellent at helping you to achieve that. So what you do is take a nice deep breath. Always start with a nice deep breath, because that on its own is really helpful. And then wherever you are, find 5 things that you can see. Look out for 5 things. Whether you're indoors or outdoors, find 5 things. And just, if you're on your own, you can repeat it out loud, or just say to yourself, the birds flying in the sky, that tree there, whatever it is, just find 5 things. And my slight variation on this is to find 5 things your eye level or above. So look up, find 5 things that you can find to look at, that you can see above your own eye level. And then number 4 is to find 4 things, notice 4 things that you can feel. So again, it could be the simplicity of the ground beneath your feet. It could be just rubbing your thumb and finger together. It could be feeling the texture of what you're wearing. It could be if you've got a piece of jewelry or something, you can just touch that. Some people do have deliberately, like an anxiety bead, or worry beads they're often called, that they kind of use to kind of connect their senses to when they're feeling it. So you may have something like that, but just use what's around you. And again, just repeat them to yourself. So 4 things that you can feel in the moment that you're in. And that just helps to engage that sense into what's present and going on right now. Number 3 is to find 3 things that you can hear. Listen and tune in to 3 things. And again, it could be the sound of traffic, it could be birds singing, it could be really anything. But again, just repeat to yourself 3 things that you can hear in this moment. And you'll be amazed what you can hear and what you can listen to when you tune into it. There's so many pieces of information appealing to our senses at any given time that we don't always pay attention to what's there. So, if you're outside or going for a walk, just stop and see what you can hear when you actually pay attention to it. So that's number 3, 3 things that you can hear. And then number 2 is, some people say it's a little bit trickier, but it's still possible, is 2 things that you can smell. Move around, you don't have to do it in this moment. It could be the scent of what you're wearing. It could be flowers in the room. If you're outside, go and find 2 things that you can smell. Just take some deep breaths and see if there's anything that you can actually smell in the moment. And if there isn't, which, is not very often, there'll always be some kind of smell, and just the act of taking the 2 deep breaths will be helpful. Think of 2 things that you like the smell of. For me, I love the smell of fresh cut grass in the summer. So as I think of that, it kind of takes me to that place. So it gets me out of my own head in a different way. And then number 1 is 1 thing that you can taste. And again, it could be just maybe, it's the morning and you've not long brushed your teeth and you can smell and taste the minty taste in your mouth. You may have just had something to eat. But But again, if you can't actually taste something, maybe you've got some water, just take a mouthful of that and just swirl that around and just connect your taste buds to whatever it is that you have available to you. Or the very minimum, find in your thoughts, in your memory, think about one thing that you like the taste of, and just thinking about it again is helping you to be in the moment that is the now, the present. So there you go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath when you've done that. And again, that just helps to reset, to refocus, to realign. And sometimes people call it a grounding technique, which again is just kind of grounding you, centering you, bringing you into the present moment. So 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can feel, 3 things that you can hear, 2 that you can smell, 1 that you can taste. Take a deep breath and just get playful with that. Don't wait till there's a time when you need it. I often, when I'm out walking the dog in the morning, I'll often do those 5 things just to kind of be in the moment. But then if there's ever a time or a situation where you need to do that, or you just need to increase your focus, or you just need to calm your mind, just remember 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It took me a few moments just to explain that to you, but when you do it yourself, you'll be surprised just how quickly you can do it. So if you know anyone else who may benefit from this simple technique, please feel free to share it with them, or come back and visit again when you need a refresher or reminder. Remember, if you don't use it, you're not going to get the benefit from it. So give it a go, and remember, what your mind believes, you will achieve. So allow yourself to think differently, believe in yourself, take action, and you can achieve the life that you want.